Hello, my name is Jair Guevara. In this video, we're going to go and set up a landing page to send an email on landing page confirmation. Send this email, and following, we're going to go ahead and send this SMS message. The tools that we're going to need for this video is a Clickfunnels account, a Zoho Flow account, and this is the same thing as Zapier. You're able to go ahead and do this with Zapier. It's just a different software. And in my previous video, I go into the reasons as to why I choose to go ahead and use Zoho Flow. And then we're going to need a Twilio account or an SMS or a VoIP service that is able to go ahead and send the SMS. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. First, we're going to go into our ClickFunnels account and actually set up a webhook. We have previous webhooks from previous videos, but we're going to go ahead and set up a brand new webhook. And this webhook, we're going to go ahead and name it. Okay. And SMS text on confirmation. Now we need to go ahead and obtain the URL. To obtain the URL from the webhook, we have to go ahead and access the whole flow, create a new flow. And now we could go ahead and name the flow. And we could go ahead and proceed, set up the information for the webhook, get the URL, and go back to our ClickFunnels account, and we go ahead and submit the URL there. And now we got to go ahead and locate the event types. This particular event type, we're going to go ahead and submit form submission created, select form submission created, go ahead and create endpoint. And because we have other webhooks pertaining that same action, we got to go into our previous webhooks. And actually, just one of the tricks that I like to go ahead and do is submit something, for example, subscription upgraded. And this is impossible since this is a brand new account. There's not going to be anyone upgrading their subscription. Therefore, I don't lose my webhook, but I'm able to go ahead and kind of test it aside, put it aside until completed setting this process up. Okay, so now we can go ahead and access our landing page, and we're ready to go ahead and submit this new webhook trigger into to Zoho Flow. Now we go back into our Zoho Flow account, and actually now we have to go ahead and test it so we could be able to get the attributes from the payload. Now we go back into our ClickFunnels account, submit the form. That should send that information into Zoho Flow. Now we're able to obtain this information. Now we proceed. From here, we can go ahead and set up our logic, send our email, because we're going to go ahead and send the email from this system. Yes, in my next video, I'll go ahead and explain the thought process and how we could be able to extend this so we could get better data. But for now, for this process, I want to go ahead and really start it really simple. So right now, we're going to go ahead and send this email from a domain that I have set up with Zoho Flow. Now I'll send this email to myself, actually, to my demo account that I have just created. Okay, now I go back to my flow, finish my flow, submit the put up the information. Okay, now I could go ahead and actually this email is going to go to the specific client that received this. So we're going to go ahead and actually add their email, and this is going to be the confirmation from the visitor. So we're going to add their email from this payload. Now we're going to go ahead and move forward. The next thing we're going to go ahead and do is set up our SMS message. And right now I have Twilio set up, but you're more welcome to go ahead and use any of the VoIP providers that Zoho Flow does connect with. And we're going to go ahead and send a SMS message. Add that there. Now we're going to go ahead and select a phone number from Twilio. This phone number is provided by Twilio. We could go ahead and arrange that. And once you connect with your Twilio account, that information will pull out. Now, the data that we're going to send it to is going to be to the phone number from the payload. So we just open that up. I select the phone number there. And now the message could be, any information pertaining to why they submit that form. So it could be their offer or their link to be able to go ahead and fill out many other digital assets. But in my next video, I'll go into the thought process that we could go ahead and kind of elevate this process. Okay, so let's go ahead and select done. Now we have the webhook ready. Now the only thing I need to go ahead and do is wait for the new payload. Now I could go back to my ClickFunnels account, actually close my old landing page and submit preview. Now I could be able to see the information that's already pre-filled. I want to go ahead and actually send it to my testing account. Okay, now I'll go ahead and click and submit. Now it should go send me an email, and I should receive an email in my inbox here, and my phone should be receiving an SMS here shortly, and we just received it. Now if I go and I just received that email from Zoho Flow. Now if we go into Zoho Flow and I just refresh my page, we could go ahead and see that the process completed and select the actual trigger, actually the call, and then we could go ahead and see the process and see that everything was successfully completed. If there was any issues in this process, it will easily highlight where the error came with a little error message. Hopefully this video helped. Hopefully you could be able to go ahead and follow along. In my next video, I'll go ahead and pretty much share some more ideas in how we could go ahead and kind of make this a little bit more advanced. And we're going to go ahead and start building from this process up once a form is being submitted in ClickFunnels. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful day.